All right. Coming into a landing, into your body, into your experience, into what is happening right now on the sensory level, as if for the first time, so that you're really fresh with this moment, fresh with being a person, fresh with whatever's going on. And if possible, because often we have a whole lot of stories about what's going on and why it's going on and how it should be. There's Catherine. Let go of all of that. So coming into a landing in your physical sensory experience without a whole bunch of story. Sensory, no story. And we are definitely lymph flushing today. We'll do a little bit of breath work. I just muted you, Catherine, and just get in there whenever you're ready. We're all in. Okay, so we'll start standing. And actually, before breath work, let's just do a shake and bounce. Shake and bake, wake and shake, wake and shake. I sound like I'm a stoner because I'm saying all these stoner things like wake and bake. I am not. Never really have been a stoner in my life. So shake, let it out, let it move, jiggle, have your Tina Turner Proud Mary moment. Nobody could shake it like Tina Turner. Shake, 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 shake and shake and shake. Wake and shake, wake and shake, wake and shake. That's my new. See if you can relax your tongue and your throat. So like your cheeks. It took me a long time to be able to do that. Anthony does it all the time. He just goes relaxes his tongue and his face. And for me, I was like, so let it go as much as you can without hurting yourself. We'll just inhale, open to the heavens, reach up to the skies. Exhale, dropping it down. If you're up for bending your knees, relaxing your back, relaxing your neck, do it. If you want to just stay vertical, that's fine. Without going down all the way. Inhale, exhale, release, drop it. Drop whatever you're holding on to. Inhale, lift, then open, arch, exhale, drop it down. Let go, soften. Inhale, open, lift, reach for the heavens. Exhale, widening and then dropping down. Letting go of the story, letting go of the baloney, letting go of the bullshit. Let it just drop off. Inhale, open. So I just got back from Aruba, the fastest little trip to Aruba, 3 days, working most of the time. But working with my brother is also in some ways playing. So it was kind of a work play trip. And exhale, drop it down. Just shift from side to side, bend one knee, bend the other. Let your head hang. Doesn't have to be your biggest hamstring stretch. If you feel tight in your hamstrings, you could do this up here. If you don't, and it's okay, move your butt from one side to the other. Butt moves one way and then the other. Let that ripple through your spine. Relax your head and neck. And then come up, roll it all the way up. That was actually my first time in Aruba. And they do have some lovely beaches, I will say. And we did a lot of like spiraling twists, look around behind you. We did a lot of we did the donkey sanctuary. There is a donkey sanctuary there. There is a old historic rock formation that's really beautiful. Io, which is like got some indigenous painting inside of a sort of cave. It's this big, huge rock structure, and you can walk around. I mean, it's like it's very like mythic looking. And it's like these rocks were like the huge giant gods kind of plucked them out and placed them around each other. And when we arrived, there was like a goat on top of the rocks, on the very top, looking out, surveying his kingdom. So then there's like a natural bridge there, and there's some like very off-roady, all-terrain vehicle like roads, which we walked. the first day. So we ended up, let's do a figure eight with your pelvis. So a little bit of subtlety in your figure eight. You're making a circle on one side and then on the other, letting your spine free up as you're doing this. We are in a rental car. We get to this area where we need to get down to the beach. It's a mile and a half away. And we quickly realized that this rental car is not going down that path. So we're like, okay, we'll walk it. We ended up being out there walking 4.5 miles through very many different weather formations. We had really intense hot sun followed by pretty not super downpour rain, but pretty rainy, extremely windy most of the time. It was great. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And let's come to the lymph flush. Anthony has moved all of the balls out of this room, the physio balls. So rubbing your hands together, taking your right hand to your left clavicle. There's also like a church with a labyrinth there. I walked the labyrinth. Ah, we went to the lighthouse. And then we took 48 people around these locations the next day and did various things. Change it to the other side, up and above and below your collarbone. Really gentle though, you're not trying to hurt yourself. Yeah, donkeys were brought to the island in the 1500s. Was it 1500s? I think so. And it's sort of an inbred population of donkeys. And then like they were really used to move things around the island, to move people. And then as like real roads and vehicles came in, the donkeys became less and less uh, useful to people, and they sort of abandoned by many people. And but still there were many of them on the island, and they would get hit by cars, like horrible things were happening to the donkeys. So this woman Desiree opened this donkey sanctuary where they have like 130 donkeys. Let's go around the angle of the jaw. So we went there, saw the donkeys. They also have a bunch of cats, chickens, peacocks, peahens. And we took the big group there to do an activity. As you're in here around the angle of your jaw, try opening and closing your mouth. See if you can relax your tongue a little bit. Up behind your ear, very gentle, very soft. I'm kind of making little circles, little piano playing circles with my fingers. There's no such thing as a piano playing circle. Oh, but there is. It's happening right here, right now. And then let's pull from the front and back of your ear down towards your subclavian vein, just below your clavicle, aka collarbones bone. Going into your face, next to your nose, and under your cheekbone. I'm kind of gonna squish and circle between the two places. One of the most amazing things about the island and the way that it's run is like it didn't cost anything to go to any of these places. The donkey sanctuary is free. Going to the beach, going to the National Bridge, it's free. Going to this church up the hill, the lighthouse, it's free. Uh, so we like gave a donation for the donkey sanctuary, and I think some of the people that came in bought donkey donkey paraphernalia, donkey mugs, and donkey t-shirts. Let's come up into your hair, squish it around. There was also the circus, the Suarez brothers from Mexico circus was there. So we went and saw the circus, which is my second circus this month. The circus I saw here was the vampire circus, and this was like a humans doing it circus, not vampires. Getting all of your scalp, your cranium, getting a little massage, mobilizing the skin of your scalp away from the bones of your cranium. Good. Taking it down to the K27 points right here. Circles. Yeah, and the Suarez brothers, they had like one of those big metal cages, like a huge, not huge, but kind of huge, round metal cage that they then rode like dirt bikes around inside and like circle all the way around. They had one going this way, one going this way, two dirt bikes, and like, "Arr, arr." It was all very exciting. And then tap it out. Tarzan tap. Wow. Let some sound out, especially if you feel kind of uncomfortable making sound. If you are somebody who's tamped down your voice a lot in your life, let some of the sound out now. All the things you never said. Ah, ee, ooh, let it go. Ooh. Then right hand to left armpit peck. Squish it around, squish, 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 squish and squeeze. Same thing on the other side. So my brother has this, we had a really good time together. We actually had a really good time. And my brother has this thing that he calls get in the car moments. And this isn't like a scary get in the car moment. This is like, here's an opportunity for you. You have to make a choice now to get in the car, or you're going to lose the opportunity. And I'd say that this trip, in some ways, was a get in the car moment for me because he was kind of like, I've got this thing coming up. Can you do it? And I said yes immediately without any thought. And then dealt with the consequences, which meant I had to shift my schedule around a fair amount, but I went on this trip, right? And his get in the car moments are like, oh, I've got tickets to a concert that like I know the person playing and it's something you wanted to see, but you have to say yes right now, or whatever these things are. So this is my get in the car moment. Just mention for you, do you say no to things that you should be saying yes to? Some people say yes, but sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I should have thought about that a little bit beforehand. Let's come into the inguinal fold. And then behind the eye of the knee. Oh, I think my internet is unstable, just so you know. If you think it's you, it's probably me. There's there's a punk rock band. Oh my God, and I can't remember their name right now, but Tesco V is the singer, and one of his things is it's better to regret something you have done than to regret something you haven't done. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Bounce, shake. See if you can pick up one foot and then the other. Like get a even some jumpy, bouncy energy into your body, giving those bones a good little bang, waking up the bones, hydrating up the joints, maybe a spiral, bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, trouncy, pick up some big space, open it up into an X, a big X, vertical plane. We're going to exhale, elbow to knee, stepping across. Just one side and then the other. Big side stretch from one side to the other, meaning reach your leg out, big side step, weight shift. Then we're going to stick with one diagonal. So for 10, 1, 2, 3. Bounce off 4, 5, 6. Pushing with your foot 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it to the back. Crossing. Just alternating one side and then the other. my brother is releasing, he did this 300-mile race, the Monmouth, I don't know what it is, the Monmouth. He also has a YouTube channel. It's his name is Carrie Ward, and his YouTube might be like Full Tilt. Anyway, he's releasing the full over 2 hour video of this 300-mile race that he made today or yesterday. He released it. All right, stay in the same diagonal for 10, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other side. 1. Reaching with your arms. Try to keep that reach going. 3, 4. Stretch it out. 5, 6. We're gonna get on the floor in a second. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Circles with your shoulders. And by in a second, I mean not yet, but soon. Big circles. Let those shoulder blades really move around on your back. Up, down, side, side, in and out. Then change direction. And let's just do a little bit of vestibular stuff. Turning your head from one side to the other, looking one way and then the other. Giving your brainstem the information that you are safe enough to downregulate a little bit, to let go of any gripping, any tension that you're holding in your head or in your body. And then we are going to try picking up one foot and turning your head from side to side. So balance. If you need to hold on to something or lightly touch the wall, go for it. But if you can, the idea is to balance on one foot and then change it to the other side. Same thing. So you get 4 or 5 turns of the head on each side. Think of your foot really spreading, but also the arches of your foot supporting you, toes spreading out. Woo! If you need to put your other foot down, just do it. Good, and come in. And we're gonna look down and up. Down to the floor, up to the ceiling. You can slow it down just a little. See if you can relax your back and your upper neck and shoulders as you drop your head. See if you can open your chest and lungs in the front a little bit as you look up. So maybe slightly bigger than just the head. A little bit of head and chest going with this. Head and back. And then picking up one leg. Looking up, looking down. Hold something lightly if you need to. Hold your arms out if that helps. If you hold your hands out slightly in front of you, it should help your balance, although right now it's feeling good to me just to let my arms drop. Looking up, looking down. One leg. Balance. Balancing. Balance on one leg. Balance. And then switch it to the other side. Same thing. Touch something lightly if you need to. If this is a piece of cake, close your eyes. If you're like, I got this. Right now, I definitely don't have it to do it with eyes closed. Here's Gaylord. Hello. And then come in and we'll just go head, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. What is it? What is it? So last night we had like story time. Anthony had got this really excellent Doreen Valiente book that's out of print right now. So he was reading it to me upstairs. He stays up much later than I do. And all the cats were on the bed. It's a rare moment that all 5 of us are on the bed at the same time. Okay, let's try it with one leg up. Tilt your head from side to side. Switch it to the other side. Ooh. Yeah, often Peapod doesn't, she has a pillow that she likes to sleep and watch everything off to the side on the floor. But sometimes she gets up onto the bed too. And she did several times last night. She's not a settler. She's more like a she kind of grunts around. I call her a grunkle because she's like, and she has to keep moving. And it's like she's easily agitated, but not in like a super freaked out way, just like her nervous system does not settle down very easily. She keeps popping up. Okay, let's take it to the floor. Sitting in a cross-legged position, stretching from side to side, letting your head go off vertical, open it up, trying to create space around your ears and make a nice C curve shape between your fingertips and your butt. So here is the C curve shape. And then circling it the whole way around. We got a DNA test, and it turns out the pea pod is 100% Binkerdink. And that is a joke. Anthony calls her like need to keep shifting and changing Binkerdinking. She Binkerdinks around the house. We also sometimes call her the general because she needs to check out and oversee whatever is going on. The Binkerdink, 100% Binkerdink. Take a quick spiral in one direction and then the other direction, and then change. Non-dominant leg comes in front. We're going to change the exercise also. We're just going to circle around. Think of the bowl of your pelvis if it was a bucket of paint, evenly splashing the paint around your body. So you're working to tip it out evenly as you circle around and change direction, letting the tissues inside your pelvis, inside your pelvic floor, inside your organs, outside your pelvis, hips, butt, perineum, all your beeswax, letting that all get some movement. And take it forward and just release down. Shift your head from side to side. Let that ripple through your spine. Take it a little deeper, just hang out there, a couple of deep breaths. Imagine your deep breath moving all the way down into your belly, into your pelvis, into your legs. Good. And then let's take it down to the floor. And let's start with rolling from side to side, massaging out your back. Take your time, pouring your body from one side to the other, imagining that it's the fluid in your body that's moving you. Yeah, I've had this sort of pinchy neck shoulder situation from traveling, which I don't know if it's getting all squished into an airplane seat for 3 hours or carrying a bunch of stuff around on my back as we charge around in the heat and the rain, or from swimming with my head popping up out of the water, kind of arched. I don't know. Or my swimming suit. Anyway, needless to say, I have this little pinchy thing on this left side, and I want it to just get more space. Letting go, letting go. It doesn't matter how it happened. I can let go of the story and I can let go of the feelings. All right, let's bring it in and just the legs go from side to side. So you're getting this massage through your lower back, massage through your booty, through your potato, your buttocks, and your sacrum. And then if you want to take it a little deeper, cross your leg over one side and then the other. This can be very relaxed and easy. Yummy. So I keep reading different things about people who talk to themselves and people who cry out when they're in pain. as having better outcomes. I can't remember what the talking to yourself one was, but I think it was some kind of health outcome also. Okay, well, I've got my assistant here to help out. Let's take your hands on your knees and make circles with your knees. Circling. Gaylord's like, I'm pretty sure that I am ready to settle in here. And change direction when you're ready. Go both ways, lubricating up your hip sockets. He's looking tentative and purring. Probably gonna have to kick him off really soon. All right, let's do circles with your whole leg. So big or small, circling around. Oh, he's back. Gaylord has pretty good manners about getting up on your chest and will usually not stick his butt in your face. Usually he will come face to face, which is what's happening now. Although in cat world, I think sticking your butt in in their face is probably good manners. Right, kitty? Is that good manners? As big as you want with those circles. If it feels better to go small, go small. And then shake it out, flex your feet, change direction, go the other way, down and out and up. Okay, I gotta get him off of me again. But I have a feeling he's gonna try and get back up again. Hands down by your sides, press your pelvis up and then lower it down. Press up and come down. Push and release. Let's go up and stay there. Push and pull forward, backward. So you may feel, especially if your pelvis is fairly high, a little bit of quad hamstring shifting. Like as you pull, it's more hamstring. As you push, it's more quad. So see if you can get that feeling in your legs. So pulling with your heels is hamstrings, pushing is quad. I mean, your whole leg is working, but it's just a little bit more one side or the other. This is also massaging out upper back, upper traps. Let's walk our hands underneath, walk our shoulders closer together, push up higher. Inhale, knees open, exhale, knees touch all the way. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Back of the body working, front of the body opening up. Opening the front of our body as we sit so often is really important, right? Just getting down, pressing your pelvis up, or arching even as you're standing, pushing your pelvis forward. Just opening up the tissue in the front of the body. Inhale, open, exhale, close. And then come into center. Walk your heels in a little closer to yourself so you can press up onto your tippy toes and lower down. Press up, come down. Push through, come down. Press up. We're going to come down after 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Open it up, roll it down, wiggle your spine, free flow your spine, let go of any tension, any gripping. So sometimes like the tension is like this little clench in our body. See if you can just imagine all of those little clenches opening up. No extra clenching. Letting our body function without the fist of our mind, like battening down the hatches, without as much armoring and whatever it is that we've learned to hold. This is how I have to be in the world. Oh, I gotta do this. Let go of that and just be a fluid body for right now. Shake out your arms and legs. But it's a lifetime's acute work. It's my life's work to hold all this stuff. After a certain age, it's your life's work to let go of a lot of that stuff. Let's bend your knees and come into a happy baby. I feel like for me, the turnaround was probably in my late 30s. But definitely by 40, I was like, okay, I've been packing the house. Now what can I take out of it? What unuseful ways of being can I start to release? But this is like a lifelong thing. It's also what we get to often see in our relationships are like, oh, here's a place that you could work on yourself. If you're having a lot of problem with everyone else, there's probably some stuff in yourself you could be working on. Hi, this cat is this is called perseverance. If you want something, keep trying, right? Don't give up. So much more capacity in our lives to shift and change things. Although I'm gonna dump them off again and roll over onto my stomach, coming onto our bellies. It's like, you were gone. Where did you go? Why were you gone? And then you're going to bend your knees and let your legs fall from side to side, allowing that to massage out the front of the hips. Again, opening the front of our bodies, moving this side movement so the tissue gets much more three-dimensional capacity to open, relaxing as much as we can. And then taking your hands next to your chest, baby cobra. Inhale up and exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, connect your hands, keep going up. Open the front of your body. Exhale, take it. Inhale, press. Exhale, release. Inhale, press. Exhale, release. Inhale, press. Bend your knees. Try and touch your toes to your head. Come up and down a few times, trying to touch your toes to your head. And then take it back into a child's pose. Breathing like you're a bubble, really big three-dimensional breathing. And let's take it up to our hands and knees. So coming onto all fours, just come onto all fours to take a walk to the front of your mat, a crawl, and then a crawl to the back of your mat, or go beyond your mat. If you have carpeting or padding under your knees and it doesn't hurt, go further. If you have no padding, get some. And if your knees hurt, you could come up onto your feet, which is actually a whole lot more work. So you might want to try that one too. Just doing this little sort of lumbering around with your knees off the floor. And then let's come into a arch with your toes curled under. Stick out your butt. Chest is open, elbows kind of a little bit bent and drawing back with your arms. So you're firing up your triceps a little bit. And then tops of the feet to the floor, push your hands, curl and round. Toes curl under, arch. Exhale, push, curl and round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And then you're going to make a circle with your head. If it's possible to circle your head and tail at the same time, do that. If that doesn't make any sense, don't do it. Change direction. And open your hands a little wider, circle your chest down to the floor and then up to the ceiling. rib cage, lungs, and heart. So we're also mobilizing our lymphatic system, right? We're mobilizing the fluids in our body. We're mobilizing our organs. Change direction. They're sliding and gliding against each other. Pushing. And then coming back onto your back. Let's just come onto our backs. And we're going to circle your hands and wrists, opening and closing your fingers, mobilizing your forearm, all that tissue. Let's just put on a glove as well. So it's like you're pulling a glove on one hand and then on the other. Like hand is diving through one side and then the other. And then we're going to take off the glove. Take it off one side, take it off the other. So we're getting that tissue in our hand, wrist, and forearm to have some pull in each direction. A little squishy massage in the tissue. And then shake that out. Open your arms outside side. Take your legs up in the air, knees bent or straight, dropping from side to side. Big spiral. Ah, there we go. Getting a couple cracks in my spine. If you want to do a straight legs, go for it. And let's come back in. Legs up, flex your feet, reach through your heels. Is that a flex up? Yeah. Let's flex up and you're going to point. One knee comes in, the other leg reaches out. Come up to the ceiling, flex, point, reach it out. Flex through your heels, point, crossing your body. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach it out. Heels and toes. Reach through your heels, reach through your toes. Heels. Oh, we see an opportunity to get back up there. Oh, and Gaylord has landed. He's persistent, right? If you keep trying to do something, eventually there's a good chance that you are going to succeed. It might not be the longest amount of success, depending on what it is you're trying to do. All right, dump him off again. Oh, but you get to give him a big hug. He's so big and huggable. All right, so let's come onto our side plank, but with your knees bent. A side forearm plank. So my bottom arm is right below my shoulder, drawing it down and in, top hand up to the ceiling. We're going to open and close, going 1. We'll do 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it all the way down onto your side. Head either on your arm or in your hand. Bend your knees like you're sitting in a chair. We're going to touch your knee to knee, toes to foot. Going 1, 2, in and out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Grab your foot and take it back into a quad stretch. Turn your leg in and out. Roll over onto your back. Cross your ankle over your knee. And draw it in towards you, coming into a figure 4. Bottom leg can be bent or straight, whatever works for you. Breathe. So we also, like, while movement hydrates the tissue, we also want to make sure that we are drinking enough fluids, preferably water, structured water, even better. And I feel like we can make structured water just by putting the water in sunlight for a while. Like, if you have that capacity to do, then do it. All right, coming around to the other side, starting in this forearm position in the mat sharing program here. We have over here, one hand up, knees are bent, press it up and down for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Come down, all the way down, head in your hand or on your arm, knees in to right angles, right ankle in your hips, right ankle in your knees, knee in and out for 15. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Grab onto your foot, take it back. You can turn that in and out. And then release, roll over onto your back. Bring it together. This is my public service announcement to the general public. I'm about to start a new movement for meditators course. I think it's embodiment, space, and flow. And it's going to be on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern, starting the first weekend of November. And it runs for 8 weeks, but it actually runs for like 10 weeks because there's 2 weeks off within the 8 weeks. So if you are interested in that, I will look at my website, which will be under in the description. If you need to straighten your leg out in this figure 4, go for it. Did we do our quad stretch? Too much thinking, not enough presence. I'm going to go back and redo quad stretch just in case I didn't. Good. And then release. And you're going to roll back and forth. And now comes everyone's favorite part of class, getting up and getting down. You can just stay with this roll if you want. You could also roll side to side, or you can find your way up to standing and take it back all the way down to the floor in any way. Coming up to stand in any way. You can use whatever props, chairs, tables, couches you need to get up and down. And it's funny because I have people who follow me on Instagram and they go, "Oh, yeah, I love to see that when you do that." And then I say, "Do you join me?" And they go, "No, I already do it enough." Those are some people. And then I have other people who follow me on Instagram and go, "Oh, I see you doing that, getting up and getting down." And so I've started doing that because I feel like even if I can't work out, I can, spend a few minutes getting up and getting down. So I try to do that. The people who are working a lot. So some people do it and some people don't, right? It's like the yeses and the nos. Do you look at something and go, "Oh, I should do that," but then don't do it? Or do you look at something and go, "Oh, here's an opportunity to do that"? All right, that's all of those I'm going to do. I am still recovering from this cold. We're going to come into a stretch, sitting on your butt on the floor. Look at that light. That is sunlight from the window over there. Opening up into a straddle. If you need to elevate your pelvis, sitting up on a towel or a pillow, go for it. I'm going to circle my pelvis again here. taking your time, working in a tempo that feels good to you. Go both ways, reverse the circle. Sometimes there's too many things for us to do. We can't do them all. So, if you're making changes in your life to become healthier, eat better, whatever it is, don't try and do it all at once. Make small, sustainable changes, right? Because sometimes it's really hard to maintain big, huge changes. But it doesn't have to be big and huge. It can be very small and like just a subtle shift that's going to help. Twitching from side to side. Hi. Hi. Going back and forth. Gaylord. It's like a tennis match with Gaylord watching the ball, which is me, go from side to side. And let's take it down the center. So you can bend your knees if you your feet together in butterfly Baddha Konasana. So let's take it down the center. Breathe. And then roll it up. Bring both legs out in front of you. Bang them up and down. Rotate in and out. We're just going to do a quick butt walk. Again, really good for your pelvic floor, prostate, ovaries, all the things inside. Although if it's too much, make it really small. It doesn't have to be a huge, like, you don't need to go on the mammoth ultra marathon 300-mile race on your butt. You can just make it small, gentle little shifts. But we want to get movement in our tissue, in our gut body. And this is also great for your hamstrings and glutes. Forwards, backwards. And your knees. Shift from side to side. So if we're going to work out, we don't want to start with like big stretches that are really stretching the muscles before we've warmed them up. So we want to make sure that we're moving, warming up the tissue so that it's prepped for like a bigger stretch like this. And then coming in, slide your heels underneath you. You're going to take your knees to the floor, toward the floor. Maybe they touch down, maybe they don't. And then your heels. Knees toward the floor, heels towards the floor. So on this trip in Aruba, for the 3 days that I was there, I managed to get over 10,000 steps every day, like charging around with my brother, doing all the things, walking on the beach. Let's take our butt up to the ceiling, head down to the floor, just shift gently from side to side. Let your body hang, let go. Letting your neck release, letting your head release, and then roll it up through your spine, coming up to the top. Inhale, open, and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Inhale, open, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let it go. Inhale, open. Exhale, let it go. Good. So hopefully that did something for you. Hold on, I'm going to have a quick check over there at TV Land. Quick check. Oh, I love the cat cuddles and everyday life wisdom in between the exercises. Thank you. Thank you. The cat cuddles. Yeah, little Gaylord getting right in on the action. Lord Gaylord. I shouldn't belittle him. He is the aristocracy in the house. He is the highest of the high. All right, let's stop the live stream